The ones who still leave messages on her voicemail just to hear her voice. She was quiet, but never weak. Gentle, but driven. Alexis was in her final semester at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, a psychology major. She'd already been accepted into a graduate program. She wanted to work with children, especially those suffering from trauma, kids who didn't have anyone else. Because that's who Alexis was. The girl who always showed up for others, even when she was hurting herself. She studied hard. She worked part-time. She made time for her friends. Her family said she was on fire for life, and she was just getting started. She had already picked out her dress for graduation. The invitation cards were printed. Her parents had cleared their schedules. Her brother was flying in from out of state. But there was one part of Alexis's life that very few people fully understood. A part she rarely talked about. A relationship that had quietly ended months before, but hadn't really ended. She had broken things off with Emmett Metzger, her ex-boyfriend, a fellow student, older by a few years. According to her friends, the breakup wasn't explosive, just necessary. Alexis had grown. She needed space. He didn't understand. She didn't post about it. She didn't complain. She just moved on. But some breakups don't stay in the past. And some people can't accept being left behind. As Alexis pressed forward with her life, her goals, her dreams, her future, someone else was stuck in a world where she still belonged to him. Her friends noticed small things. A text late at night. A message that made her uneasy. A social media like that fell off. But Alexis always brushed it off. She told one friend, "He's not dangerous. He's just sad." But sadness, when left unchecked, can turn into something else entirely. It was Monday, November 27th, 2023. Thanksgiving break had just ended. Students at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, were settling back into campus life. Final exams were approaching. For Alexis Maki, it was just another quiet night at home. She wasn't out partying. She wasn't in danger. She was in her apartment, a small, off-campus unit in Troy, Illinois. Safe, familiar, her own little sanctuary. Sometime between 8:30 and 9:00 p.m., there was a knock at the door. It was Emmett Metzger, her ex-boyfriend. Alexis hadn't invited him. They weren't in contact. According to police records, there was no known fight, no shouting, no signs of forced entry. But in a moment that would never be fully explained, Alexis opened the door. And that's when it happened. Inside that apartment, in the span of seconds, Emmett pulled out a gun and fired. Not once, but multiple times.